I am a Johnson.
I am Johnson.
We are the Johnsons. This is a show. We ain't no Johnny Carson or even Alan Parson. We are the Johnsons, and this is a show. They are the Johnsons. They are the Johnsons. They are the Johnsons, and this is a show. They are the Johnsons. So damn Johnson. They are the Johnsons. This is a show. I am a Johnson.
And I am Johnson.
And we are the Johnsons. And this is a show. We ain't no Johnny Carson or even Alan Parson. We are the Johnsons.
So let's start the show. There is a wonderful spa.
A wonderful
here
spa
in
with treatment,
Gualala.
hot rocks.
It is. It's sort of an
Enzyme
exclusive
bath. It's
spa.
very exclusive.
Johnson gets
What
the
do we get
lymphatic
there? The
drainage.
minute we get there,
Every
I am
time
laying down flat on my belly,
gets his
being
nose
massaged by a young
clogged.
man,
He gets
and
it
I
lymphatic
look
drainage
over to my
in
left,
there.
and I hear a familiar voice, so I look to
It's a
examine.
squeaky little
and
voice.
Wouldn't you know that it's Johnson Travolta, Mr. Johnny Fever himself?
did not even
what does
call.
He,
What-
Saturday Night Fever all say?
Oh,
It's Johnson Travolta.
I tell you twice.
And 3 times. Right there.
Really? Johnson Travolta, what are you
Johnson-
doing up here? You did not call.
Johnson Travolta.
We had a hot tub party last night, and we could have used you.
He did not show up. He did not tell us he was
not
there.
even
He was
tell.
trying to just be in disguise.
His wife was not with him either.
Oh, well.
And that was
That
what took
is,
the cake. We
well,
knew something was definitely
Johnson,
awry.
yeah, that
'Cause
just looks like Johnson Travolta.
everybody knows he is swan song.
He is a swan song.
But
But
but come to
Johnson-
terms with that, and he
He
was all by
more
himself, so that
Johnson.
meant something.
Yeah,
Where are you staying?
He now is a purely Johnson Travolta. Well, I heard from a little bird that Larry Bird.
Did Larry Bird and Tom Stone Cruise still together?
Larry Bird and Tom Stone Cruise are still together, and we don't.
Don't believe what you hear on the
Johnson-
television.
you see,
that is
yeah.
nothing about that.
We have an
That
insider
is all
ticket.
a Hollywood
You don't know that
soundstage.
the Scientologists are actually
That
Johnson
is
is a
correct.
Scientologist. And
So
yeah,
we're back at the spa,
the spa,
and
Johnson is getting your rock treatment.
and then Johnson
And
was
he's-
getting the
well,
facial.
I don't know where.
But not the facial you think of. It's not what I was expecting. Yeah, it's a facial.
Start for the start say. He got a facial, and I was watching. And
Johnson
when we were
Travolta,
walking out, the
what-
masseuse says there is a rock missing, a hot rock.
Every time
we go to
hot rock missing.
Put
It's
it
a
in his
big rock.
butt. You know, we're like, I mean, Johnson, you are over the top.
Anyways, change the subject. We were so
we
we found that rock later when we were horseback riding
Yeah,
because we are equestrian.
Well, we wanted to go up to see the skunk train.
And we took a little trot up the beach.
And Johnson has to wear his jockstrap,
Jockstrap,
and he doesn't
and,
wear anything else. Bopping along, Johnson is
bopping along,
bopping along in
and
his
there's
jockstrap.
that rock.
Oh, there
Goes
they
skipping
go.
across the water.
Somewhere else.
And still hot.
Warm and
Warm
well,
to the touch.
I can vouch for that.
Hits a fish,
we-
kills a fish.
We-
Fish
well,
comes up.
and we get the fish dies and flops.
Fish dies,
And,
but it was a
but he was
salmon.
a salmon. So we took
we
him
took it
home,
home,
and Wanzo
Wanzo
has a way with
whipped it
salmon.
together.
Oh,
We had Billy Bob Thornton was
Wanzo
coming
uses
over.
the cumin. He
and
likes
so-
so it's spelled cumin.
yes.
Come in.
Come.
Well,
Wait, it's
that is the
disgusting,
Mexican
Johnson.
spice.
That's how you- I
It's
guess
better
that's how
to
he
give than
pronounces it.
receive. If you don't receive, you're not a Johnson.
Well,
Only giving if you are giving, you
That's
are
right.
a Swanson. But if you are giving and receiving, you are a Johnson. We have an annual treasure hunt that goes on, and I'm not talking about Easter eggs or hot rocks.
we do it down at in Texas.
We do it in Texas.
With Billy Bob Thornton's
Billy Bob
ranch.
Thornton and Brad Pitt's son.
Brad Pitt,
Disappointment worldwide.
I don't know
Pitt's
what
son is something.
Jolie's son.
Angelina Jolie's son.
Billy Bob Thornton
Billy
puts
Bob
on a
Thornton
big
says,
barbecue bash every year.
down in, and he
And,
calls his he has a
got
friend
very-
who was a chef at Patterson's.
Patterson's up here in Gualala.
In Gualala. So this is how the whole story ties together.
You will see it. It'll come together in the end. Anyway, so
Well, you started it, and I need
Pitt's son shows up with Jolie's son, and
Sorry,
of course
Pitt's son
Jolie's son
and
and
Jolie's
Billy
son
Bob Thornton were married
And that
at one
was
time.
weird.
And
I
that
don't
was
know how that happened.
nobody
That was
knew.
clear
We were
that Jen
all
son
just
was
guessed.
Jolie's son.
We
you
say
know.
Jolie's
And
son,
then let
has
alone
been
Pitt's son
Pitt's
is-
son. They are all. so
How would he
obviously
go? How would he
the whole
give up
thing
that Jennifer
is just
Aniston?
A big swan song.
I-
Aniston.
Aniston. That
But
was
it-
all part of the deal.
It was
And
like the
Pitt's
Bermuda
son does
Square.
not come to the beach house.
So we have Pitzone,
Pitzone,
Jolizone,
Jolizone,
Thortone.
and Paris Hilton, of course.
And Hilton was always
with it
there.
out. And
Then we had the
so
Bermuda
giving
Triangle.
the busy bone to the dog.
Swallow.
Always the busy bone.
Did you just come up with that? That was very clever, Johnson.
Johnson is the busy bone. Anyway, Hulk Hogan was by the pool. Johnson had the wonderful form with the wet towel. He could snap it like a Indiana Jones trying to get an idol from ancient
goes way back.
Harrison Ford.
So Terry starts lifting weights and he becomes Hogan.
Hogan, and that's the Hogan we saw at the pool in the party in Texas when Patterson's was cooking, and Billy Bob Thornton
brought Angelina Jolie
and Pitzone. They're all friend zones, if you know what I mean.
The Bermuda Triangle of Swan Zone.
It brings me back to when we were whale watching, and I saw that sperm whale come up and blow its top.
Yeah.
Well, this was Hulk Hogan by the pool with Billy Bob Thornton. And Angelina Jolie taking pictures, and Brad Pitzone was nowhere to be found.
Well,
you have nothing to say about that, do you, Johnson? Johnson!
Well, last night was the hot tub.
It was a beautiful night, by the way. The weather
was wonderful.
Warm and sunny.
There were coons about.
We have a coon problem.
There is a terrible coon
This is
problem
not
here.
anything.
Raccoons.
Raccoons, a very big problem. And
they are enormous.
when
Johnson was going out to the car the other night.
And Johnson Elway was out front of his house with the teeth and all.
Teeth, and you could see his teeth from across the street.
That's how I knew it was Johnson Elway.
And this coon comes out. Raccoon jumps out.
Raccoon.
And Johnson
tackles Johnson Elway.
Screams. Johnson is screaming. So
the raccoon tackles Johnson Elway.
And Johnson screams like a girl and runs away.
Johnson.
And that's when Toro comes to the rescue.
And we had
Toro
been in the hot tub for hours.
And Toro hears the scream.
And Toro
and he says, "That's Johnson."
I think that the
Toro goes running, swoops up. Johnson.
He is quite a runner. Boy, let me tell you that Toro can run like he is running from the INS. Yes, and I've never seen anything like it. No clothes on, bare-ass Toro is sprinting down the road, bouncy, bouncy, bounce. And boy, is he Latin. And Johnson...
I'm just letting you run with that.
It was in the hot tub and things.
In the hot tub. I don't know what Johnson was doing in the hot tub with Toro.
Before we go on the radio,
at first I didn't even see Johnson in the hot tub with Toro, and then he comes popping up, up from under the. Johnson, what are you doing in the hot tub?
I am Bobby for apples.
Bobby for apples is the story.
There were apples in that.
I guess so.
Benicio brought the apples, and that was kind of how it all started.
Definitely brought the apples.
He had a few apples, and he let it float. And we looked at him and said, "What Johnson?" And I looked at Johnson, and Johnson looked at me, and he thought, "Oh, well."
So the coon is still chomping away on Johnson.
Stuck, if you will. Johnson Denver flies in on an airplane. Johnson
crashes
right off the coast of where we are.
He does every time.
Johnson Denver flies in and misses the runway and ends up in.
Fortunately, Don Johnson was out there.
Don Johnson was in his boat, and he saved.
Swooped up Johnson Denver.
Backpedal Johnson. John. Wait, what happened? Johnson Denver.
Johnson Denver crashed.
Here comes Johnson Denver flying in his Cessna Piper Cub.
Crashes.
And he misses the runway by about 300 yards and ends up in
the runway
the ocean.
Is in the other part of town. Right. He just lands right out in the ocean. But he does it every time.
Johnson Denver gets...
so Don Johnson
is out in his boat.
Out there popping pills.
Whale
watching as usual.
Don Johnson is out in his boat, whale watching.
Typical. Sperm whale watching.
He is after the sperm whale. He's a known sperm whale enthusiast.
Popping up.
So Johnson Denver is 3 sheets to the wind.
He's got one doobie lit in his mouth, and he's rolling another one when Don Johnson pulls him into the boat.
Glasses, and he's soaking wet from being in the ocean. That man was just
singing,
gone. He was Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Whatever. He was. We put him in the tub with Benicio, and everything calmed down after that.
Everything.
He calmed in a sense of being calm, comfortably calm. No, well.
You get a hot mic, Johnson.